The ears of most Kenyans are still ringing at the bombshells released by former Nairobi Governor Mike Sonko. And in an earlier video on this channel, you must look for it, but I've also put a link in the description area below this video on YouTube. I have thoroughly analyzed the first part of his speech, and now in this video I will analyze the second part of his speech. This of course was at the send-off of the late Machakos Senator Boniface Kabaka. And as we did in the earlier video, we're going to start by listening to an audio of the relevant parts, this is an edited version, much shorter, of exactly what Sonko said, so that when we analyze, we know what we're analyzing. Because sometimes newspaper reports and media reports we read elsewhere are not complete. And many times they miss some very important aspects of these speeches. And so, please listen in for a few minutes. I'll be back pronto.
Hapana, hiyo matusi hatuwezi na hiyo. Kwa hivyo mimi sitaki kuongea mengi. Niko pamoja na familia. Asanteni sana. Hapana, ngoja sijaongea siasa. Ndugu yetu Mheshimiwa Kalonzo Musyoka, kiongozi wetu hapa Ukambani. 2011, 2012 mimi nilikuwa naimba Kalonzo for President kila mahali, lakini tuliwachana na wewe ulipoanza kuimba mambo ya mtu mwingine. Kalonzo, sisi tunakuheshimu kama kingpin ya Ukambani, kama party leader ya Wiper, lakini nataka ujue kuwa unatapeliwa. Unatapeliwa. Juzi, wewe ngoja Kalua. Juzi, wakati ya Msambweni by election, mimi niliitwa na vice chairman ya Jubilee anaitwa Murathe. Na tukaongea paka na baba. Na mimi nitakupatia proof. Siwezi weka mbele ya watu, nitakutafuta. Na wakasema Kalonzo lazima atoe candidate wake wa Msambweni. Huyu mtu lazima tumpeleke hivi na hivi tumuenjoy. I've got the evidence. Nitakupatia. Hawa watu hawana uzuri na wewe. They are all conmen. Hawana uzuri na wewe. Sahi wanakutaka Wakamba waingie mrengo wao wapitisha BBI. Hiyo BBI ni bandia. Sisi hatutakubali kuwa misled. Wakitaka wakae na wewe vizuri, waache kukutapeli. Na mimi nakwambia, fikiria mara mbili party leader wetu. Kaa chini na William Samoei Ruto. Mkubaliane mahali mtapeleka hii nchi. Usikubali kutapeliwa. Wakamba wanakuheshimu, mimi mwenyewe nakuheshimu. Kutoka nikuwa mbunge sijawahi topa neno la kukutusi na siwezi fanya hivyo sababu nakuheshimu. Lakini mimi nakusii, niko chini yako kwa magoti, tutafutane jioni, nikuwekea ile mambo Raila Odinga na Murathe walikuwa wanaongea kukuhusu. Hawa watu wanakutumia kama toilet paper, kama rubber stamp. Uko mbele watapotea. Kwa hivyo mimi naomba viongozi ya Wakamba, Governor Machakos, Governor Makueni, Governor Kitui, Senator Mudhama, tushikane, tuangalie mahali tunapeleka watu wetu. Kwa nini kwa kila election hawa ndugu zetu from Central, from Nyanza, wao wanaongea sauti moja kama block. Alafu wao wanatumiwa kutugawanya sisi, kugawanya jamii ndogo ndogo. Kwa hivyo Mheshimiwa Kalonzo, tafadhali ita viongozi, tukae chini, tuangalie mahali tunapeleka jamii yetu. Kama ni no, sote tuseme no. Asanteni sana, Mwenyezi Mungu awabariki.
Ay. The long and short of what Sonko is saying here is that Raila na Murathe wanaenjoy Kalonzo, wanamchezea tu. Now, it is okay to get excited at this kind of political bombshells unleashed because they're rare. But let us sober up for a minute and put everything into perspective. In competitive politics, people are always scheming and gossiping against each other. That is very normal. And so let's not get carried away by that. Yeah, it's very normal in competitive politics anywhere in the world. I think the Makueni senator, a very wise politician called Mutula Kilonzo Jr., put this in perspective best, indeed at the same function. And he did this by asking a very simple question. He asked Team Tangatanga, why are you so interested in Kalonzo Musyoka so suddenly? I'm paraphrasing, of course. When all through the years you've been insulting him and making fun of him. Now all of a sudden you're extremely interested in him. You're very eager to get him on your side. Why? What has changed? You know, I am persuaded that the whole drama at the funeral of the late Senator Kabaka was carefully choreographed. And I'm saying this because of what Team Tangatanga followed up with after Sonko's remarks. They echoed Sonko's remarks. And in politics, in a political rally in Kenya, and in Kenyan politics, that is rarely by accident. That is usually organized, choreographed, carefully plotted. Okay? So let's not be naive and then we lose track of things. Let's avoid that temptation. And there's something else which happened at the funeral. There was a massive walkout when Kalonzo Musyoka started speaking. People walked out. And again, I find it hard to believe that that was not prearranged. This is politics. And especially because Team Tangatanga bloggers online were very quick to tell us that this was clear evidence of the support that Deputy President William Samoei Ruto enjoys in Ukambani. Now, let us start by getting a few political facts right about Ukambani politics. In my view, Kalonzo Musyoka is not capable of rallying the Ukambani nation or the Kamba nation behind him or uniting them. He is not. He does not have enough charisma, number one. Number two, he stepped on too many toes during his KANU days. And number three, his style of politics that has seen him forcing himself upon the Kamba nation as the undisputed leader of the Kamba people has not gone down well with many within Ukambani. And to make matters worse for Kalonzo Musyoka, other major Kamba leaders in recent times have come out to prove within a very short time that they are much more capable of delivering development to the Kamba people instead of mere words and bossing them around. For example, Alfred Mutua, governor of Machakos, whom Kalonzo has fought right from the word go. Indeed, Kalonzo has fought Mutua even at the expense of the benefit that would have come to the people of Ukambani. Yeah, because he rushed to court together with Senator Muthama at the time. And they blocked a deal where Mutua had already identified investors to open a factory for assembling vehicles in Machakos. Of course, the motive behind this was that had that factory taken off, it would have been the end of Kalonzo Musyoka's political career. No voter in Ukambani would have wanted to hear any other name except that of Alfred Mutua. Yeah, because such a factory would have created a lot of employment and a lot of prosperity within Machakos County. I suspect in provoking Kalonzo Musyoka, what Team Tangatanga really want to do is to completely destroy any chances of Kalonzo Musyoka getting any following within the Kamba nation. Yeah, so that Team Tangatanga can be able to lift up their favorite boys within Ukambani, which include people like Governor Kivutha Kibwana of Makueni. You see, many political analysts believe the biggest hindrance to Kamba unity is in fact Kalonzo Musyoka. And therefore the best chance of getting the Kamba nation to unite and think and vote like a bloc is to get that unity outside Kalonzo Musyoka. That's the whole idea. And it is not an accident that they chose Mike Mbuvi Sonko to lead this charge into Kambani for Team Tangatanga. In case you don't know, Mike Mbuvi Sonko's father hails from the Kamba nation. That's where his late father came from. So if you are to force him to say what tribe he is, Sonko is a Kamba. Now, an interesting aside here. If I was an advisor to Mike Sonko, I would have told him in the face that was a mistake. Because the strength of his politics so far has been that it has been impossible for people to identify him with any tribe. But because he has dived into this Team Tangatanga politics and Ukambani politics, there is the danger that his political opponents may start labeling him and identifying him with the Kamba nation in particular, which could lose him his support outside the Kamba nation. You know, this is why I keep on saying that emotions in politics can be deadly, tragic, disastrous. Because Mike Sonko is a very emotional person. He has got scores to settle, and he seems to be in a very big hurry to settle them. And therefore it was only natural for him, so soon after he has lost the governorship of Nairobi, to lean heavily on the Team Tangatanga side. And indeed, in my view, Team Tangatanga are the ones who are using Sonko badly. Because there's a possibility that after they're done with him, Sonko will not have the same political power he has had before. But alas, that is my view. I'm sure you have yours. But I would urge you to think deeper about this for a minute. Kalonzo Musyoka is the kind of politician who cannot change. He is very predictable. You know exactly what he's going to do and why he's going to do it. Kalonzo Musyoka has been vice president of the country. And therefore the only other political seat he's now interested in is the presidency. Period. And therefore he wants to be president. And therefore, tempting him to join any political outfit where he's going to be anything less than the president is a very long shot, virtually impossible. And of course, Team Tangatanga know this. Yeah, they must. So what do you think their strategy would be with Kalonzo Musyoka? Do you think the move where they used Sonko at the funeral of Senator Kabaka, do you think that was a genuine move to lure Kalonzo Musyoka into Team Tanga? I doubt. I don't think so. How? It doesn't make sense. What makes more sense to me is highlighting to the Kamba nation how much they're losing by sticking with Kalonzo and trying to point the Kamba nation to other leaders to help them unite and vote as a bloc so that they benefit more from the coming administration. That's really what it's all about. And so, as juicy as this story of Raila Odinga and David Murathe enjoying Kalonzo, wakichezea Kalonzo, as juicy as that story is, I'd rather stick to real politics. I'd rather stick to the reality of the political situation here. Because obviously, whatever game Kalonzo Musyoka is currently playing within the BBI and handshake team and supporting them, whatever his strategy is very much aware of where the cards fall currently. And he must know is nowhere near the top as far as Team Keleweke is involved and their future plans. And therefore the issue of lying to him, I don't see how that comes in. Even if you are Kalonzo Musyoka and Team Keleweke promised you something, how would you take it? Think about it. Doesn't make sense. But I find it super interesting that Mike Sonko has chosen to play his politics very close to the agenda and the objectives of Team Tanga. I wouldn't have played it like that myself. Of course, we know his links to Team Tanga for a long time, even when he was still governor of Nairobi. We are aware of that. But in the game of politics, it is important to be able to change direction, change gears, change strategy quickly as the winds of politics change. And therefore, that's why I'm saying I am surprised that Mike Sonko has chosen to play his political cards very close, in my view, too close to Team Tanga. But let's see what happens. Until next time, this is Chris Kumekucha.